and welcome to Actv. I'm Janae Powers.
And I'm Ben Moman.
Today we'll be covering the ranking of our college and recent convocation that took place on campus last week. We also have news regarding renovations to Peel, Jones, and the Merillat. Adrian College was recently ranked by the Chronicle for Higher Education number 19th out of the top 20th baccalaureate colleges in the country.
Now, since 2002, there's been a 76% increase in enrollment.
This year, we actually had the second highest number of freshmen, 585, come to Adrian College.
Now, the school year kicked off with Mark Magnuson addressing students at this year's convocation ceremony. Magnuson is a 1975 graduate as well as a biology major and was also named the 2012 Distinguished Alumni Award winner. Now, instead of using that biology degree and becoming a dentist, he pursued the media industry, where he is now the president of Anode, an interactive media and communication studio in East Nashville. Magnuson taught some students some very important lessons, including don't be afraid to fail and leave your ego at the door. Some very important lessons for students at our age to learn. Now we're going to send it over to Tim Harkleroad, who caught up with a student at Crazy Can Friday last week. Tim?
Thank you, Ben. I'm Tim Harkleroad reporting for Actv outside of Ritchie Marketplace, where we are at an event entitled Crazy Can Friday. I'm with Kirsten Cockrell, a senior member of Adrian College, and she is leading the event. Kirsten, could you tell me a little bit about what Crazy Can Friday is?
Crazy Can Friday is just an opportunity for all the organizations to come out and give their spiel about what they're about, when they meet, some benefits of each organization. They're all lined up on the mall, and then we just have a fun time. We have multiple events set up right now, as well as tonight we have a comedian coming in.
Now, Kirsten, could you tell me what are some of the exciting events here at Crazy Can Friday?
Well, this one, actually, it's Euro bubble soccer. And you just get in it and play soccer in a bubble. It's great. It's so funny. And then they also have the whiteboards. You can put like whatever picture you want on the back of it. The whiteboard boards. Yeah. So that's really popular. And then obviously the food.
Now, what do you say the biggest benefit of Crazy Can Friday is for the students?
I really think it is just to get to know the organizations and the resources that are on campus that they can go to, organizations they can get involved in, and just the diversity of Adrian College in general is literally on the mall right now.
Now, Kirsten, one last question for you. How would one get involved with camp?
We meet every Monday in Hickman Boardroom, second floor of Kane at 8:30. Just come to a meeting and you'll know all about it.
Well, thank you, Kirsten. I'm Tim Harkleroad reporting for Actv. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Tim. Recent renovations have taken place in Peel and Jones Hall. Many updates have been done to the business and science departments, including new computer and science laboratories.
Now, we recommend, even if you don't have a class at Peel Jones, be sure to get in there and go check out the bathrooms. They're very, very nice. The weight room, the Merillat, has undergone a new construction, and it's set to open in March of 2015, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. Now we're going to send it over to Frank Krupe, who's with our sports wrap-up. Frank?
What's up, guys? Frank Krupe here with Actv, and if you weren't paying attention to what was going on in sports here around the campus this week, don't worry, because I'll get you caught up right now. Starting with our football team, who kicked off the 2014 season with a huge 35-13 win over Defiance last week. Wide receiver Nathan Hartline had a school record 5 touchdowns and 161 yards on the day. He was also the MIAA Player of the Week. And don't forget about the guy who was slinging him the ball. Quarterback Aaron Tenney had 5 touchdowns for a total of 265 yards. The Adrian College defense, pretty good day as well, only allowing 13 points and 0 sacks on the day. Our Bulldogs will look to go 2-0 versus Carthage College. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., you can catch that game on BCSN as well as Adrian College TV. Now over to the soccer pitch, where our men's team picked up their first win of the season with a 1-0 victory over Carroll College. Ambrose DiGiovanni scored the game-winning goal for Adrian in the 80th minute, and goaltender Lino Taramini had 5 saves. The Bulldogs now sit with a record of 1-2 on the season. They're in action today, 4:30 at Manchester College. Over to the women's side of the ball, where our girls found themselves in overtime for the 4th straight game this week. They played Hope College. Unfortunately, they dropped that game by a score of 2-1. Lexi Lewandowski had a solid game in between the pipes, making 11 saves, and senior Sophie Ramal scored Adrian's lone goal. Their record now sits at 2-2-1 on the season. Our women's soccer team is going to be in action tomorrow night versus Albion at 7 o'clock, and you can catch that game right here on Actv. How about women's volleyball? Well, they were in action Wednesday night versus Albion. It was a great game. Our girls dropped the first set, but they ended up pulling out a 3-2 match victory to improve their record to 4-5 on the season. Offensively, the girls were led by Jordan Brisson, who had 21 kills, and Marissa Dion, who had 33 assists. And men's golf had their first MIAA Jamboree of the season. The team placed third with a score of 306. Cameron McKee and Zach Hart led the Bulldogs with a score of 76. And oh yeah, if you are starting to get a little bit of fever for some hockey, the men's D1 team will have their inter-squad game, so head down to Arrington to check that out, 1:30 on Saturday. That's all for sports. Thanks a lot. Back to Ben and Janae in the studio.
Thanks, Frank. Sounds like a pretty successful week of Bulldog sports there. That's gonna do it for us here at the production house. Be sure to catch us this week, next week, and every other week for more ACTV news at adrian.edu/ACTV.
I'm Janae Powers here with Ben Molman, and thanks for joining us.